at NASA's wind tunnel,
Bring on the wind!
the new and improved Fireworks Man is riding high.
I think we got a winning design here.
Because in a head-to-head stability test, version 2.0 has trounced their original design.
That's awesome!
So now, the team has headed to the middle of nowhere for its maiden flight in miniature.
We're here!
Ready for science. I am so glad we are revisiting Fireworks Man.
Now we're gonna test our small-scale Fireworks Man. So far, we've taken it to NASA, we've made a more aerodynamic design, and next we're gonna launch it off into the desert.
We've laid out our course with a marker every 10 feet up to 100 feet. This is gonna tell us two things. One, the distance our model travels, and two, if it flies straight, which hopefully it does. It's time for launch.
All right, so the model is all wired up.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody clear?
This is Fireworks Man in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know about you guys, but that didn't look like it went very far.
Dude, that was nothing like the wind tunnel.
Well, let's at least look at the high speed and see what happened.
What's it gonna tell us? It went straight into the ground?
Well,
It's not the launch they were looking for, but the MythBusters don't give up that easily.
we reset our small-scale Fireworks Man. We made a couple of tweaks to the weight and balance. We're hoping this time we get a really long flight.
All right, so we are all loaded, ready to launch.
Okay, here we go. Small-scale Fireworks Man in 3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
Oh! I don't know about you guys, but I would say that's a successful launch. I mean, that thing went at least 300 feet in the air.
Yeah, and I think we got at least 150 feet in distance.
You know, it could have gone a little straighter, but this is definitely worth moving on from.
Yep, I think it's time we take this full scale.
Yeah.
Me too. This launch was such a phenomenal success that now its Big Brother beckons. A Big Brother that will also use fireworks for thrust, but will it also fly straight and true?
Let's go to work.
Well, back at the shop, it's time to get building. Tori focuses on the full-size flight vehicle, complete with its large wooden fins
That should hold.
and gurney-inspired passenger capsule. Meanwhile, Grant gives the ramp a revamp.
Now, when we first tried this, we had a minor problem, and that was we had a trolley that our shuttle was riding on all the way up the ramp, but it separated prematurely. That is not going to happen this time because we're doing away with the trolley, and we are integrating our wheels directly into our launch vehicle. So it's going to travel all the way up the ramp, and by the time it gets to the end, it should be going fast enough that the fins take over and we get a straight launch.
That's the theory, and after a solid day's rocketeering, it's almost time to put it into practice. But first comes the all-important test on the ramp
That's awesome!
and the patented MythBusters makeover.
Best rocket ever.
And with that, it's time to ship out
This is gonna be so sick.
to one of the most iconic MythBusters locations of all.
Dude, look at this spot.
I think this is perfect. We put the ramp right here. Fireworks Man goes launching off into the valley. I mean, it can't get any better than this. We're here at a rock quarry in Angels Camp. Now, we've been here before. In fact, we blew up our cement truck here. We've pushed cars off of cliffs here. Now, we're seeing if over 500 skyrockets is enough to send a man 150 feet in the air. It's time to put this myth to the test again.
But first comes the on-site setup, starting with the ramp.
All right, why don't you bring that forklift in?
Which, once out of the truck, is raised up to a perfect launch angle of 50 degrees.
A little more. Stop. All right. That looks good.
Then the ramp secured in place so that it should withstand the full force of launch without falling over.
This This feels pretty solid, man.
I think we're done.
All right, let's get the fireworks, man.
Next, Buster gets dressed for success
And look at that.
Yeah! Woohoo!
and strapped into the hot seat.
Remember, keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
A quick balance check later,
That's pretty good, right?
and all that's left are the fireworks. All 500 of them.
So we're gonna be launching our fireworks, man, with this giant bank of skyrockets. Now these skyrockets can go up to 1,200 feet, but that's without a load. We have a 300-pound load. Now remember, they only burn for 3 seconds, so hopefully that'll give us enough time to build up enough thrust to get our fireworks, man, to go over the 150-foot mark that we're looking for. This way we can confirm this myth.
It's the same number and type of rockets they used last time. But will the result be the same too?
1, 2, 3.
Carrie thinks not.
We have absolutely fine-tuned our fireworks, man. We have bigger fins. We have it balanced so that our center of thrust is right through our center of mass. We've improved upon our sled. We've improved upon our ramp. In fact, I have a feeling that with the rockets that can totally overcompensate for the weight of the sled, we're gonna have this thing flying far and straight.
Confidence may be sky high,
Hey, check it out. X marks the spot. That's where we're aiming for.
but the team is still taking precautions.
Just to give you an idea how dangerous this experiment is, we had to bring in a bomb tech, a pyrotech, the sheriff's department, NASA, and the fire department, because in a few minutes, we're about to have a flying, flaming, potentially exploding man go off that ramp. Here on MythBusters, you can't be too careful.
Ain't that the truth? And with everyone retreated for safety, it's go time.
Are you guys ready for this?
Think so.
Yep.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Holy crap. Wow!
In a complete reversal of their previous effort, Fireworks Man flew straight, true, and then some. Crash landing head first, 700 feet downstream.
You cannot ask for a better launch. We had the fireworks man on the ramp. The rockets all went off at the same exact time. He shot up the ramp. He went off, went straight, and all of a sudden he fired off like a missile going over 150 feet. We have to confirm this one. This one was awesome. So it looks like the adjustments that we made paid off. I mean, we got a much stabler flight and it went a lot further.
So the physics are confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed, but you know what? Falling from that height even into water, survivability, is questionable.
All right, confirmed, just not very smart.
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed but dangerous. Don't try that one at home, right?